Burnaby right now as we're getting ready though for the Fraser Valley Yard, Garden and Renovation Show, which is happening starting Friday through Sunday in Chilliwack. Jody and Riaz coming up next. We'll talk what's new in plants with our good friend Brian Minter.
Got to say, the basket that Brian Minter made last fall, the winter basket he made for me in like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. Still blooming, has bloomed all winter. The most low maintenance, beautiful little piece of garden.
The man is the master.
It really is. We should watch that.
And good morning to you. We're here at Meadowlands Greenhouse Production Facility as we are gearing up, Brian, for the Fraser Valley Yard, Garden and Renovation Show. And you know, we think spring, we think new fashions, new foods, we can think new plants.
You know what? That's the latest thing in technology in horticulture, is coming up with new fashionable designs. Not the same old stuff. It's all about new, incredible, but also very sensory, things that have a perfume. For example, this is the first actually beautiful little wallflower. This one, isn't that gorgeous?
Oh.
What a name. It's called Sugar Rush.
And it smells sweet.
It smells sweet, lasts for a long time, can be used in containers, absolutely amazing. And you know, the other thing is we're getting really good at coming up with new things. This is a hydrangea, but Dawn, this is one that actually will grow beautifully indoors, but you plant it out in your garden or a container over the wintertime. But look at the amazing double flowers, and this is kind of new and unique. Now, you mentioned color. Yeah. In fashion. You know, sometimes we do a little bit of cheating. I'm not going to spell that, but Calocephalus is a beautiful silver plant, but we can dye it any color. So if you want to create a little bit of a combination, we take this grass called Golden Toupee. We take this new Ballerina, which is that absolutely beautiful double primula. Hardy in Zone 5, by the way, absolutely amazing. And you start adding other little color combinations.
These are all great for container gardening
they
and everything,
are.
Right?
This is a brand new primula from Ireland. It's called the Drumcliff. And don't ask why it's not green, okay? It's been St. Patrick's Day. But the idea is taking these new colors, foliage color, and there's going to be so much of it at the show, hundreds of new and unique different things where people can come and see and say, oh wow, I didn't know that color.
I love how you just sold it there for me. If you want to check out the Fraser Valley Yard, Garden and Renovation Show, it's happening in Chilliwack. Jody and Riaz kicks off Friday, goes through Sunday. They've got everything that's green and gardening and also barbecue competition as well. For more details, go to their website. Brian, just as we're getting ready for our next segment, I remember going to my grandparents' farm and picking raspberries. That's one of my favorite memories as a child.
And you know, memories, but often you don't have a big enough garden to be able to grow them. The brazelberry is the new answer to that. Out of Oregon, the Brazel family came up with a very compact dwarf brazelberry that produces wonderful fresh raspberries all summer long in a container, no less.
I love it. That's just a little tease of yet to come here as we prepare for the Fraser Valley Yard, Garden and Renovation Show. Jody and Riaz, more incredible edibles coming up next.
And Jody's so excited about what's happening here.
Exactly, and I'm still mesmerized by the fact that you can grow raspberries in your apartment, Brian. Of course, we are getting ready for the Fraser Valley Yard, Garden and Renovation Show happening in Chilliwack beginning on Friday. More incredible edibles.
You know, it's huge right now. People, this whole food gardening thing, the whole world is involved in this. It's driven by young people, by the way, which is really important. But I want to mention a couple of things that are really unique. This is a whole series of lettuce called Simply Salad. We've actually gone to chefs and said, okay, tell us you're masters at blending flavors together. So there's 4 different varieties of salads. You can't buy a seed. You buy a cluster of seeds or buy the plants. And all through the summertime, you'll be able to harvest them 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
And 3 plants for the summer in sequence would actually do that for you. So it's kind of a new and very wonderful thing. The other thing in terms of expanding things a wee bit, kale is the new superfood.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted everyone to know that these new winter boar and red boar kale are so hardy, down to -30, that they will take the cold winters, so you'll be able to harvest and enjoy kale all winter long in your own garden. But it's taking off from there. There's the whole new foods. Now, blueberries, and because we live in a container world today, here's the new evergreen blueberry called Sunshine Blue. Looks absolutely beautiful. Looks like a rhododendron, but produces blueberries all summer long. You're too young. But lingonberries.
Oh, you're so kind.
As old Smitty's Pancake House was a favorite. Now we're getting new flavors. We can grow our own lingonberries, one of the top health foods. The new Haskett berries from Saskatchewan. We can grow huckleberries in our own garden.
I love
you can enjoy these all winter long. They're the crossover plants that look beautiful, but you can harvest them and put them in containers, and I think that's huge, Dawn.
It is huge, and for people to be able to learn more about these incredible edibles, you will, of course, be at the Fraser Valley Yard, Garden and Renovation Show.
And you're going to see amazing varieties of new things, new color, new plants, new edibles, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome, and by the way, Jody and Riaz, Angie Quaale is here, and we're going to be grilling up some of this kale as well. More to come later. More details on their website. Yeah, thank you very much. And now we are grilling what we grow with Angie Quaale from Well Seasoned. Brian Minter had showed us this great winter kale, and now we're actually going to cook with it.
It's gorgeous, and you don't have to just, when you're barbecuing, I mean, we really focus a lot on the meat, but you got to have some sides and some veggies to go with your protein.
So I've got the kale out.
Yeah, so this is just this beautiful fresh kale. I'm literally just brushing it with a tiny little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
If you don't use olive oil, you could use anything else, any other kind of oil that you like, and it's just going to go straight on the grill. So the grill's pretty hot, and all we're looking for is a little bit of that really great char flavor, and super easy.
You're almost making like a chip at this point, right?
Exactly.
Like one of those kale chips. Now, of course, we're focusing on our veggies right now, and we'll continue to prepare that. But there is a big competition that's happening at the Fraser Valley Yard Garden and Renovation Show, the big barbecue competition.
Yes, the Big Red Barn Burner. Yeah.
That's on Saturday and Sunday.
Right. Saturday's like an Iron Chef kind of deal. It's sponsored by Johnston's Pork, and they're providing teams with their farmer's sausage, and the teams can create anything you can imagine. So there might even be some kale there.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
And then Sunday's the main barbecue event. So pulled pork, beef brisket, chicken and ribs, and judging at the end of the day Sunday. So you can come experience both days. They're totally different. Tons of free samples during the event. It's going to be great.
Okay, so we're going to finish off our grilled kale. What are you putting on there now?
This is called Happy Ending Rub. It's just a really great barbecue seasoning. Why not have a happy ending first thing in the morning?
Why not?
Try that. It's delicious.
Excellent. For more details, by the way, on the Fraser Valley Yard Garden and Renovation Show happening out in Chilliwack, kicks off Friday, runs through Sunday. You can go to the website for more details.
Happy ending, right?
Probably has green in my teeth, but delicious. Back to you guys. Burnaby at Meadowlands Horticultural Center. We're getting ready for the Fraser Valley Yard Garden and Renovation Show. Going to be a really great time, right, Gary?
Absolutely. And you know what? If it's going to be in inclement weather, that's fine too, because it's all indoors.
Exactly. Now, I don't think I've ever been inside a horticultural center, so let's maybe talk about the stages and what they do here at Meadowlands.
Yeah, Meadowlands, they're a propagation company. So when you go to your favorite garden center to pick out your plants, they all started here.
Okay.
Most of them started here. And these varieties all start from vegetative cuttings on this particular bench, but you can also start them from seed.
All right.
And this is a program that's been in British Columbia for about 13 years.
So for people that are going to gardening centers, a lot of times a place like this would be where they may get their plants, and they end up sort of looking like that, and that's what we're used to seeing, right?
Absolutely. So when you're in the garden center, you're looking at a pot like this. Is a little bit early for doing any kind of planting, but this is what you're going to find in the garden center. And tried and true is a variety that's it's true to its name. It's proven for British Columbia weather.
Excellent. Well, we're very excited about the show happening this weekend in Chilliwack. Kicks off on Friday. How is Meadowlands involved?
Meadowlands is our key sponsor to our children's potting station. The show's all about fun. So for the yard garden renovation people, from the front curb to the back fence, we have everything that you want. And for the children, we have sponsored by Meadowlands, the children's potting bench. So they get to come and plant their own plant, and the school district 33 children are teaching them how to grow their plants so they can become young horticulturists.
Oh, I love it. Well, it's sure to be a great time in Chilliwack, and not only is it going to be fun for the gardeners, if you like a little grilling as well, barbecue competition, more details on the website, but again, it's happening out in Chilliwack beginning Friday, and then the barbecue competition happens on Saturday and Sunday, Jody and Riaz.